Sometimes you realize, deep divers, it takes more strength to let go than it does to hold on. Sometimes you realize, deep divers, it's time to be the bigger man or the bigger woman and let go and move on. Dust your hands and say, I'm done with this. Because deep divers, if you started with a lot of long hair down to your knees or a massive afro up to the sky, and right now you are completely bald, that's a sign, deep divers, it's time to let go and move on. But first of all, you should ask them for your hair back. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby. Birds are making love up there. We're just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. The cat down the road told me to tell you it loves you. Sending you tons of good ass energy. Deep divers, take that, take that, take that. Now, deep divers, have you been holding on to a situation that is not serving you for far too long? And you're like, Ralph, I really want to let go, but I can't. I just can't do it, Ralph. I know exactly how you feel, deep divers. But right now, it's time to recognize if the universe is sending you a sign. Deep divers, it's time to let go and move on. 7 signs from the universe. Deep divers, it's time to let go and move on. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So wonderful, deep divers, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey to recognize it's time to let go and move on. I always say this, deep divers, let go of anyone and anything no longer serving you. It's easier said than done. What happens, deep divers, if you are at a job and you don't want to be there, but the salary is so good, you're like, I can't leave. They gave me a deal, Ralph, I couldn't refuse. And I couldn't confuse either. What happens if you're in a relationship and it's hard to let go and move on because this person is manipulating you? What happens, 7-day vegan challenge, when you know it's time to eat better, but you are still addicted to fast food and you can't let go and move on to wake up every single day with a whole bunch of grapes in your mouth? Well, deep divers, right now it's time to recognize if it's time to let go and move on. What's the first sign? Oh, baby. From the universe, it's time to let go and move on. You are wasting precious time, so many hours, doing absolutely nothing. That's right, doing absolutely nothing. Is that you, deep divers? Waking up. You're on the computer. You're on the PC. You look at the time. You've just spent 4 hours doing nothing. Absolutely wasting your time. Well, that's a sign from the universe, deep divers. It's time to let go and move on. There was an Italian economist, deep divers, called Pareto, and he found that 20% of the pea pods in his garden produced 80% of the peas. And this law of 80-20 can be found everywhere in nature. Now, when we apply this to our lives and becoming our greatest version, at a very optimum level, we have to be utilizing the 80-20 to work in our favor. That means 80%, right? 20% effort, 80% results. That means 20% effort, 80% results. Now we are flying like the cat down the road. Yes, the cat down the road also flies, deep divers. But a lot of us, we're doing the 80-20 like this. 80% effort, sweat, tears, 20% results. 80% wasting time, 20% results, right? So what's helped me along my journey to know it's time to let go and move on is to be honest with myself every single day. You have to have a moment of clarity to say, actually, is this helping me or is this wasting my time? And if you are involved in any activity, deep divers, that's wasting your time today, let it go, let it go. Let it go, deep divers, right? Because you only live once in this incarnation. Yes, we are immortal, but it's one life to live. So if you are wasting your time, you feel like you're wasting your time, you're not doing anything, not accomplishing anything, you're also draining your own energy, well, that's a sign from the universe, deep divers, it's time to let go and move on. If you go to work and you're like, this is a waste of time, well, deep divers, it's time to let go and leave that boring ass job and meet me at the beach. Deep divers, what's the second sign? Oh, baby. From the universe, it's time to let go and move on to better things. If you have no enthusiasm, no interest, no love, no passion for what you are doing every single day, oh, red flag, that's a sign it's time to let go and move on. Deep divers, that was me like 10 years ago. I was working somewhere, I didn't love it. In fact, I hated it. I didn't hate it, but I knew it wasn't meant for me. But I was still there because I'm like, I gotta eat, right? I need my bread and my butter. But now I know. A sign from the universe is time to let go and move on. If you are waking up exasperated, annoyed, frustrated, and you have no enthusiasm at the start of the day, or no love for what you're about to do, well, you shouldn't be doing that because that's not in your best interest. You see, I always say this, deep divers, if it's energy generating, stick with it. If it's energy depleting, leave it alone. If your heart is in it, stick with it. If your heart is out of it, leave it alone. If you love what you're doing, stick with it. If you hate what you're doing, leave it alone. We can actually turn that into a song. Leave it alone. Right? So that's a sign. Always check your enthusiasm level, deep divers. Okay? If you are very enthusiastic, you stay with it. But if you have no passion whatsoever for what you're doing, it's time to let it go and it's time to move on to better things, because passion is the catalyst that will help us manifest our true desires. Slow motion this side. Deep divers, what's the third sign from the universe? It's time to let go. Let go. Can you please let go of the cat down the road right now and move on to better things? You know you came here to be more. You know that there is a better life waiting for you. Like, I knew that when I was trapped in the matrix, deep divers, working 12 hours a day, not enjoying life, being on public transport with people's BO in my face. Oh! I'm getting flashbacks. It caused me a lot of trauma, deep divers. I realized that I am worthy for a better life, okay? And this is a sign from the universe it's time to let go and move on. If you know deep divers in your heart that you would thrive in a better environment, it's time to let go and move on because a better environment is waiting for you. I was stuck in an office deep divers for years, and I heard nature calling me. It was like, Ralph, come here. I love you so much, Ralph. We're waiting for you. The cat down the road is waiting for you in nature. This tree is waiting for you, Ralph. And I followed my heart. You see, the universe reveals its secrets. Deep divers to those who dare to follow their hearts. Slow motion this side. If you know you could be so much more in a new, exciting environment, it's time to let go and move on so you can be in that beautiful new environment that can help you create, that can help you manifest, that can put a smile on your face again, Deep divers, do you know how happy I am in nature just to, breathe in that good ass prana, baby? Like, I have zero stress right now, okay? Because I let go of that shitty life and embrace the better life, okay? What's the fourth sign? Deep divers, it's time to let go and move on. If your daily routine has become your daily nightmare, yes, deep divers, it's time to let go and move on. If your daily routine has become your daily nightmare, yes, the exit's that way. Like, just leave right now. You see, if you realize that our routine shapes us, neuroplasticity, our brain changes based on our experiences. But if we are always having the same experiences, we get the same old brain that can't see past these experiences. That's why so many people get locked in this matrix. It's a trap. You want to look for the woman in the red dress, right? That's the glitch. Then get your ass out of the matrix. So I started to realize back in the day, I get it. I got to change my routine. You see, there is no change in your life without a change in routine. If you aren't interested in your daily routine, if you are afraid of your daily routine, if your daily routine is giving you depression, anxiety, sleepless nights, deep divers, getting flashbacks, if your daily routine is turning into a daily nightmare, it's time to let go and move on. So it can be a beautiful experience, your daily routine. Like, every single day, deep divers, I love it. People are like, Ralph, are you waiting for the weekend? I'm like, what, Friday? No, every single day is like the weekend for me because I'm having a blast, deep divers, right? People are like, Ralph, did you play the lottery today? I'm like, I just won the lottery just by being in nature, deep divers. Every single day I'm winning the lottery. Because I'm alive, I can move around, I can do stuff. Right? I'm a free being, deep divers. Cat down the road is clapping for me. I'm getting emotional right now, okay? So if you are letting go of your daily routine that's turning into your daily nightmare, congratulations, because you are moving into a new chapter of your life. Deep divers, what's the fifth sign from the universe? It's time to let go and move on. If you look at other people living the good life, happy, smiling, low stress levels, and you're like, I wish that was me, Ralph. Yeah, it's definitely time to let go and move on. It's definitely time to leave where you are and start to really reevaluate your whole life. That was me along my journey. I was struggling, trapped in the matrix, and then I would see other people who got their ass out of the matrix, thriving, happy, beautiful family, children, wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, loved up, so beautiful. I'm like, I want that to be me. And I was stuck in traffic, deep divers, People beeping their flipping horn at me. Then I realized I had the epiphany, deep divers. Ralph, what? It's time to let go and move on. So I couldn't turn the car around, deep divers, because there were people behind me. But afterwards, I went home and I'm like, I'm never ever gonna live this kind of lifestyle again. You see, I made a choice that day to say, actually, it's time to let go and move on. Once again, deep divers, it takes more strength to let go than it does to hold on to an experience that is not serving you. What? Slow motion this side. Deep divers, what's the sixth? What is the sixth sign from the universe? It's time to let go and move on. Deep divers, if you don't want to be here, if you don't want to be there, if you're like, why do I have to be here? This is not nourishing my soul. That's how you know it's time to let go and move on. Anxiety. If you are having a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, a lot of panic attacks, it's time to let go and move on. You see, these are all symptoms. Anxiety is a symptom. Depression is a symptom. It's not the root cause of your problem. These are symptoms. The root cause of your problem, which I realized, was my lifestyle. I realized my lifestyle was not serving me because I was not doing what was making me happy the most every single day. I was suffering because I realized I thought I didn't have options. Now I know I do. So if you don't want to be here, if you don't want to be there where you are in that position, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to be there. The reason why I'm thriving in life, I wake up 7-day vegan challenge with a whole bunch of grapes in my mouth full of resveratrols. Resveratrols, good for my heart. It's because I made a choice to say no more crappy life for me. I'm gonna live life to the full. I'm gonna be happy every single day doing what I love. And I'm doing it, deep divers. So if you don't want to be here, realize you're not a tree. You can move to where you want to be and become your greatest version. Well, trees do move, Ralph, I know. And I love you, tree, because these leaves are like swaying all over the place. That could be a new dance. Deep divers, what's the seventh sign from the universe? It's time to let go and move on, to move to the beach and do a little samba, baby, with Ralph Smart and the cat down the road. If you feel that you would be so much more appreciated in a new environment, if you don't feel appreciated where you are, if you are made to feel worthless, insignificant, small, tiny, deep divers, that's how you know it's time to let go and move on. Don't stay where you are tolerated. Go where you are celebrated. A lot of people write to me saying, Ralph, my JOB, which means just over broke. The people there, they always treat me like shit. They really say that, like shit, like real big shit, like number 2 kind of shit. They treat me like a doormat, Ralph. They always shout at me, telling me what I'm not doing right, giving me a headache. Ain't nobody got time for that, Ralph. I'm like, you really don't have to be there though. You do know that. And they're like, yeah, maybe, what? I don't have to be here? No, you don't. You can realize that you can change your whole reality. You can create a whole new reality for yourself. Really, Ralph? Oh yeah, I did it. Nobody has to shout at me anymore. Nobody is shouting at me. Only the cat down the road is kissing me every single day. I don't have to put my hand up to go to the toilet. Hey, boss, can I go to the toilet? I don't do that. I don't have to do that in nature. If I want to go for a piss, I just take one over there. I don't really piss in nature. Actually, I do. Water the ground. Deep dives. In other words, stop staying where you are tolerated. Go where you are celebrated. And if you are fed up of being called not good enough, being called names, being insulted, if you are tired of people not seeing your true worth, not appreciating what you have to offer, don't blame them. Take responsibility and go to a place where you are celebrated like nature. And that's how to know That's a sign from the universe. It's time to let go and move on. And come and join me in Nature Deep Divers. Just come here, and then we'll all say together, "Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello?" Beautiful deep divers. We're just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. Got a question, deep divers? Add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. And the model search is on. If you are sexy, with a lot of heart, DM me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Check out the new book, Deep Divers. For information like this, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Deep Divers, congratulations for letting go and moving on. Because now you are going to attract better things into your life, like a cat down the road. Have a beautiful day. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. And when you have managed to let go and move on, you just start dancing, baby. Getting into the groove, because now you're a free being. Ain't nobody gonna tell you what to do. You do what you want to do. You set your own rules in your own house, deep divers. Peace.